beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through, unlike therapist, unlike most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Nobu, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Totoro, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip, blick at my VIP. Snicker my. Won't break, won't miss, rich took his chick out. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like bruh. How do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. Summer daddy like boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they trying to me. That's the wrong way, me back. Yeah, buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that guy but me. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Jackson now. Finding Walker complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Travis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Operating from the gun, Travis. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Off the play fake, Travis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got it. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Travis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Jackson. And Walker has it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. 3rd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
All again on 2nd down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A good chunk of those yards came after contact, and that's an area where he's really starting to excel as a running back.
It felt like he was doing a drill that running backs have to perform all the time, especially in pads, called a gauntlet drill. 2 guys, you know, people, there's these 2 rows. You have to go right through the middle of them and make sure you take care of the football and knock people aside. He's performing the drill on that run.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now it's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Walker. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Tucker with the extra point, and it is 28-0. And that flag accepted.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Hall to start the drive. It's David Ojabo there for the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. On the option right is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go again with Hall. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They go play action now. Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Odafe Oweh.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker now for the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11. And check down complete to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Operating from the gun, Travis. And now here is another interception. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off play action. Travis able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Travis. And my goodness, another interception. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Play action. It's Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Jackson.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell. He's got room at the 30,
and he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Henry running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jackson.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them...
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter.
Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Travis.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Operating from the gun, Travis. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Throwing is Jackson.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Again, Jackson.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Ravens continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. On the counter, it's Hall. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll run with Hall. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. One more time with Hall, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big.
Turn the lights on.